Tell me something. If people are complaining about diversity, how come the East can do better when it comes to diverse characters, such as a black character? How come they can manage to do it right? Or a black female character, such as Christy Montero? I'm gonna react a few bit from Hypnotic, then we'll make our comparison soon.
I don't give a fuck what your opinion is of this game. I don't care. Your opinion is worthless to me. The quality of health of my morning shit had a bigger impact on my thought process today than you being upset that there's a black guy in Assassin's Creed. So shut the fuck up.
So just right off the bat, really quick, I find it really weird, dude, what this recent trend is of streamers just attacking the people that are in their chat. Like, I understand, like, when I get trolls, right, depending on what they're doing, if my troll is, like, spamming the chat, for example, I'm going to ban him because he's not trying to engage in conversations, not trying to do anything other than spam the chat and try to disrupt chat. So I'm going to ban him, right? Just to preserve the chat, I'm going to ban him. However, if he's in there trolling and asking questions or throwing out comments, I might ask a question back, depending if I want to entertain it. I might ask a question back to see what the thought process is. Maybe we can engage a conversation. Maybe it could spark a conversation that might be good for the stream or something along those lines. But this man is just straight up attacking people in the chat because they're making jokes about Yasuke, which they're allowed to do, right? They're allowed to make jokes about Yasuke. They're allowed to make jokes about you. They're allowed to make jokes about whatever. I just don't understand the recent trend of people telling everybody, shut the fuck up, blah, blah, like just straight up attacking people without even like, I have no idea. I just think it's a little bit odd, man.
Well, Hypnotic, did these people know that Japanese gamers hated Yasuke? I did check on his channel. This person, well, for starters, his average is most likely 1,000 to 2,000, 3,000 something, make gaming let's plays. I don't know how. Sadly, Hypnotic got more views than him. And his channel got like, what, 1 million subs? Hypnotic got, what's that, 83 something? 83K? Japanese people are fed up. Fighting Cowboy, listen, I think that's what his YouTube channel is. Fighting Cowboy, listen. Japanese people are fed up. They don't like Yasuke.
These people are choosing to watch you, right? They're choosing to watch you for a reason. If they're hate watching, who cares, bro? It helps you at the end of the day. Just ignore them. My thing is, you have almost 1,000 people watching, according to your stream number here on the bottom. You have almost 1,000 people watching you stream this game right now at the current time you recorded this video. And you chose to focus on the couple of people that were making jokes about Yasuke. Either there was a lot of people making jokes, meaning the majority of your chat, or you focused on the little bit of people that were, and you stopped your entire stream to have this conversation. Well, it's not even a conversation, more like a melty belt.
All right? We're not doing this shit. It's a fucking video game. If you are upset that there's a black guy in a video game, fuck off. I don't want you here.
That is literally downplaying the entire argument, by the way. That is downplay. See, this is what they do. Again, I don't know what his politics are, but this is what I see the left do a lot of the time, right? And sometimes I see the right do it too, but for the most part, it is the left, like 95% of the time. What they do is they take your argument and they try to downplay it into very simplistic boxes, right? So if you have multiple issues with Assassin's Creed Shadows, you can talk about the AI being terrible, the facial animations being garbage, the voice acting being atrocious, literally atrocious, the dialogue being horrible, Yasuke being unfitting, just completely throwing off the entire story. He feels out of place the entire time. You can talk about all these things and they'll take all of that and they'll say, so you just don't like a black guy being in Japan, huh? And that's what they're going to do. They downplay your argument and they make it seem like something that it's not because it benefits them if they do that. That way, they could just put you in a box and toss you out. That's all they're trying to do.
I think I'm going to react to one more clip, at least out of this one. Regardless what this person, Fighting Cowboy, is big or small, they're not void of criticism like I am. Look, whether it's a game or not, like I said, culture is a different thing. And it is disrespectful to even Japanese or even Asians in general. I'm probably certain this person never been to either China, Japan, or Korea. This kind of thing, Assassin's Creed Shadow or Yasuke, is disrespectful. Japanese hated it until the Prime Minister even raised the issues in Parliament. What is wrong with this person? They're retarded.
I'm not doing this fucking argument. Every goddamn game these days. Oh, it's woke. Oh, there's a black guy. Oh, there's a trans person. Shut the fuck up.
See, that's disingenuous as fuck. Okay, that probably is one of my biggest issues with this entire video, is because he's trying to say every goddamn game. I'm telling you right now, if you are looking at every goddamn game, sir, and you are viewing it as a controversial ideological battleground, then that means that you are consuming that content every single day, because there are a multitude of video games that have come out with no controversy. There are a multitude of video games that have come out that were gamer supported. There are, you know what's funny? I never hear you guys talk about the controversy that was being caused during Black Myth Wukong's pre-release and up to release, because you know what? The controversy that was being caused was by people that you seem to ideologically agree with. All the journalists, all the leftists, all the people that were trying to denigrate the game science studio, they were trying to denigrate the studio that made Black Myth Wukong. It was you guys. You guys were causing the controversy by trying to make it seem like it was made by sexist developers, misogynistic developers. You guys were causing the controversy. The only difference is that your controversy didn't do a fucking thing. And that's why you guys don't talk about it. Your controversy didn't do a goddamn thing other than continue to lead to the success of Black Myth Wukong. That's all it did. And you tried. You guys tried. You tried your best, but you failed. But then now you're going to complain because the controversy is coming for one of your games that you ideologically agree with? Come on, bro. At the end of the day, man, people have been complaining about games for the longest time.
I'll leave Hypnotic's full video in the description. This is a double standard, what we're seeing. How come the East managed to create better characters than the West? Let's say, for example, Keelan. The first descendant, there is black people, yet why nobody complain about that? Why no gamers say anything about that? What else? Barrett from Final Fantasy. Nobody complain about that too? When it comes to diversity characters, the one thing it cannot do is sacrifice the gameplay. Look, you can have diverse characters, okay? Whether it's black, Latino, or even trans, you have to make sure the story and the gameplay takes center stage. Look at Tekken. They have Azucena Ortiz, a Peruvian, that is done well. They have a Polish, Lidia Sobieski, I believe I'm gonna have to put that on the screen, or perhaps pictures, and they have plenty. Yes, Tekken 8 for example, and then what else? And then no, not Forspoken, okay? Forspoken doesn't count. Forspoken can go to hell. What else should I name an example? Besides, we got Final Fantasy, Barrett, Keelan, the First Descendant, Stellar Blade. There's no black people, they're mainly men and women. Lost Soul aside, all of them female lead. Well, they should be men something, we don't see it yet. That is the example how everything is done right, because the East focus mainly on good story, good gameplay, while the messaging comes last. Every character will have a good written story, good written background for players to be relatable to these characters. You see, this is the person, they won't admit what Black Myth Wukong did, but when it comes to controversies on their end, such as Assassin's Creed Shadows or even South of Midnight that is coming up, they're gonna shield to the moon. Hang on, I need to check the time. How long until South of Midnight? Let's see. Less than 4 weeks until South of Midnight. I'm certain South of Midnight is gonna get the same level of shilling like Assassin's Creed Shadows. Conclusion is, the East, they knew what diversity looks like, and they even asked the players, what sort of diversity do you want to see? Once they had the feedback, they apply it. And guess what? Gamers love it. They didn't say, or perhaps they didn't complain about it. They love the gameplay and the story. Guess what? That translates to sales.
So the enemy has proposed that you defect. In that case, perhaps we should use their desire to recruit you against them by planting you within their army. Gain their trust, and before long, we will give the signal for you to destroy their ranks and resolve from within. Are you capable of doing this?
Leave a like and subscribe if you want gaming news, theories, or comparison, or you just want to see me play games, or perhaps you are interested in trending topics. Visit my first, third, and fourth channel up here or link in the description.